Pastry chef Claire is famous for her work in the French Laundry restaurant in California's Napa Valley, which has achieved the rare honour of 3 Michelin stars. She also holds an MBE for her dedication and standards of excellence.
Morning, Claire. Very honoured, Diane.
Pleased to be here.
Hello, Claire.
Hi.
Morning.
Oh, hi, Claire.
Morning.
So tell us, what are you going to be doing for us today?
Well, I'm going to be doing a summer fruit trifle, one of my childhood favourite dishes, but it's a little bit of a modern adaptation with a little bit of a whimsical theme going through it as well. Let's get going.
Summer trifle. How hard can that be? Our celebrity cooks are about to find out.
So we're going to start by making an almond sponge, which is known as a pain de chêne. We're going to be soaking it really well in the juice from the poached raspberries.
Pain de Gêne is a French almond sponge and the first step in this highly technical and intricate dish.
That started to make an emulsion. It hasn't split at all, it's coming together.
It needs to be very linear and methodical. It's about foundations, building blocks.
So working high, you should get plenty of air in with your almonds. Not all of this will go through.
They're going to have to spend some time scaling, measuring their preparation beforehand.
If you add your eggs too quickly, again, there's a chance of it curdling. And then always bake in the centre of the oven at 160 degrees centigrade.
The next step is a vanilla mousse made with a very familiar ingredient, bird's custard powder.
Oh, we are, but we're putting goodness into the bird's custard powder. So it's not custard, we're going to make it into a mousse afterwards. You know, when I was a child, that's what my mother used to make. We used to have sprinkles on top.
The next element is poached raspberries for the coulis.
We don't have to make the coulis, do we?
But it's easier than you think to make a coulis. There's no need to be fearful, it's just knowing and sticking to it, which most chefs don't like because they like to be creative.
Patisserie is a science and it's very exact.
That's the thing about pastry, there's lots of things that can go wrong.
Brilliant.
But it's
Brilliant.
how you deal with it, and it's knowing how to deal with it.
Which we don't.
Everything's going to have to be scaled to the gram for it to come out perfectly.
Hey, that is kind of the best bit, right? Naughty children.
The success or failure of this task depends on attention to detail. And the centrepiece, a thin raspberry jelly, is vitally important.
Just set within a minute to 3 minutes, so you haven't got much time. So onto your tray, so it's nice and even.
Having gathered all the components, the trifle now needs to be assembled with absolute precision.
So next you're going to take your small knife and you're going to make an incision. If you mess up here, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to cut to release that centre. Do you see? And then you're going to lift out the centre.
The sponge must be hollowed out and then soaked in raspberry syrup.
Be very careful because you've got to get it soft, but you don't want it falling apart on you.
Now, the custard filling.
So it's not just a block of sponge when you cut it open. It's got something exciting inside.
If the custard's not right, if the jelly's not right, if the sponge is right but you've over-soaked it, then unfortunately your foundations are not going to be very strong and it's not going to be beautifully complete at the end.
The finishing touch, a bavarois jelly roll.
Again, the colder it is, and then we're going to wrap this in our jelly.
Then add 6 nervous celebrities.
Oh, this is not a travel that we recognise.
I thought we'd done the hard bit. This is the hard bit. Oh, my God.
If they follow the recipe, their foundations will be good, but a lot of those things will feel alien to them, like actually holding the jelly and rolling it around.
I feel like crying.
This is my worst nightmare.
Those things, I think, because they're alien, they're going to be harder for them. Technically, lots of things can go wrong.
Okay. Oh, that looks lovely. Oh. Very pleased with that.
Amazing.